Hello everyone, my name is Kaiki Costa. I am the team lead and the lead architect and developer for the Gorilla Cell project under the Aurora solutions team. Today I'll be going through the Gorilla Cell web application for you and explaining its key functionalities. So this project was developed for a double entry accounting software solution. The tools used for this project include the Django REST framework, making API calls to a remote Postgres database on the server side, and for the client side, we are running Angular CLI version 7. Control was done via Git on GitHub, and operations are hosted and maintained through AWS. So right now, let's go through the software itself. So starting off, a user would want to first request access. The user should enter in their information. For this example, we'll go with YouTube test. For email, let's just use test. And for password, let's just do testing 1, 2, 3. And then we'll register. As you can see, we get a notification saying that the request was successful, but as you'll see, you can't log in using these credentials. So let's go in right now as an administrator and accept this registered user. As an administrator, you'll first be sent to the dashboard with the accounts and their current ratios, return on assets, and all the different ratios for the accounts. So within the users tab of the administrator view, you're able to see all of the current users within the system and whether or not they are activated or not. As you can see, our request is right here. We can delegate different user roles for each user. For this example, we'll go with regular accountant role, and you can activate or deactivate the user. So the user won't be able to sign in unless they're activated as a user. So their information has been updated. Even though he's an accountant, he's still not active. But let's just go ahead and activate this user. So the user has been updated and he is now active. Let's go ahead and try to sign in with this user. As you can see, the user is signed in as an accountant. An accountant has different functionalities than the administrator. As an accountant, you're able to journalize and view the list of current pending journal entries. So in the journalized table, we're able to see the status of the journal entry, the credited and debited accounts, and how much they've been credited and debited, along with the description and the creator and the type. So let's go ahead and start off by creating an entry for this accountant. Let's debit, I don't know, $1,200 cash, and let's credit $1,100 or $1,000 to prepaid rent and try to submit this. So as you can see, credits and debits must be balanced in a double accounting entry software solution. So let's go ahead and add $200 to the credit side. So now these are balanced. Let's go ahead and add a file to. Let's go ahead and use my graduation plan. Let's add a file to this journal entry and go ahead and submit. As you can see, the journal entry has been submitted for review. And if you go all the way down, you'll see this journal entry has been made by YouTube Test. Its current status is pending. It is balanced. So as an accountant, you're also able to view the list of chart of accounts and the ledger within those accounts. It gives you a total of how much has been debited and credited to this account. So that was the chart of accounts, and this is the list of the accounts. This just gives a little bit less information. It's easier to read for the user. As an accountant, you're also able to generate different report. Well, let's first go ahead and move over to the manager role and accept that journal entry that we just made. So as a manager, you're able to have the same functionalities as the accountant, but a little bit more. You'll notice that now we have a validation or a validate column here as the manager with controls that allow us to change the current pending status of these journal entries. So let's go ahead and write a description for YouTube Test is the best and submit this report. As you can see, the transaction has been approved. And if we look at the status now, it is a happy green face, and the description is there. So now let's go in, and I should have showed you guys the balance of the cash first. So as you can see, it's 10,075. Let's just go ahead and create a new journal entry. Just remember that number, 10,075. So let's debit $200, and then let's credit prepaid insurance $200 and submit this. So journal entry has been submitted for review. If we go down to that entry, the manager obviously made it. There's no description, so let's go ahead and add that. Cash was 10,075. I think it was that much exactly. Let's go ahead and submit that. So 10,075. We'll go and look at the status real quick. It's approved, or has been approved by me. Cash was 10,075, and if we go back to the chart of accounts and look at the balance of cash, you'll see that it's gained $200. It was debited $200. So as a manager, you're also able to generate reports. This is the current trial balance for this period of time. as you can see right now, the current balance is $37,395. Let's go in and change that with a journal entry. We don't have to wait for everything to load. We can just go ahead and start making journal entry. So let's increase it by $1,000. Contributed capital. So let's go ahead and make this journal entry as a manager. Journal entry has been submitted for review. Scroll down. Let's accept this. YouTube example, changing trial balance report. So let's go ahead and submit. Now if we go into the trial balance, the balance should have increased from 37 to 38. And as you can see, it did. So both managers and accountants have access to these reports, and they are able to print and save these reports on their computer or whatever. We also have income statements that are generated based off of the current accounts allotted to the software system. We also have statements of retained earnings. As you can see, all of these are balanced. And let's take a look at the balance sheet. So as you can see, everything is working and is balanced, and it works the way a double entry accounting system should be. That is Gorilla Cell. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good one. I stopped this.